YouTube, it is Chris here, and in today's episode I'm going to show you how to build a micro Altoids Tin wood burning stove with a 20-piece fire kit. So stick with me. Welcome back everybody, and thank you for sticking with me. Like I said, today I'm going to show you how to build a 20-piece fire kit and Altoids Tin wood burning stove that can fit in your pack or pocket. Now, as you can tell, this is my wood burning stove that I've used a few times out in the woods and for general use to kind of test it and make sure the theory did work well. And it works really awesome. Now, I have a complete fire kit that is built inside and around this kit. So when I carry it out in the woods, I don't just have a stove, but I have an ability to start a fire to do water boiling, cooking, and things like that. As it stands, these are all of the supplies you will need to actually physically build the stove. All in all, it's actually pretty simple. You're going to want some mesh welded wire, which is basically chicken gate wire that you can buy at any hardware store, Home Depot, Lowe's, anything like that. 1/8 inch is really good, but I have this 1/4 inch one and it seems to do just fine for my builds. Obviously, you're going to need a fresh, clean, and hollowed out Altoids tin. You're going to need the number 8x32 set of hex nuts. And also, you will want 4 of these 2-inch long aluminum posts with screws. Now, for this build, we're going to want to give the mesh some legs. And what I mean by that is we're going to want to give it the opportunity to kind of sit on top of the Altoids tin like a grate. So we're going to want to cut in the corners to, one, give it a space to screw in the posts and ability for it to stand on its own. Now, if you choose to use the 1/4 inch size grate, which I'm using, it's really simple as far as measurements go. You're going to see my little Sharpie lines that I've made right here. Now, you're going to want to go in on these corners and completely cut these corners out. We're going in about a full inch in on either side, or 4 individual blocks to make your legs. Once everything has been snipped off, it'll should look something like this. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to count in a 1/2 inch, and we're going to be bending in the same direction all of these grates so it'll fit nicely inside the Altoids tin. Once you're done, it'll look something kind of like this. Kind of look like a cage. And this is what it looks like when it's put in. Alright, now as in regards to the Altoids tin, we're going to want to make ventilation holes so the oxygen can get to the flame when it's all lit. So we took a Sharpie and we're going to be drilling 3 holes here and a hole on each side. So once all the holes are drilled, it'll look kind of like this. Now, we went ahead and did some file work. It got pretty aggressive, but it's okay. It's not meant to be pretty, it's supposed to be meant to work. So we got the 3 holes drilled and everything ready to go. Now we're going to be working on the 4 holes for the aluminum posts that will support your pots. Now that we have our holes annotated what we're going to drill, now we're going to drill out our posts. Alright, so we have our 3 holes drilled. Now, for reference, I'm using a 3/16 inch drill bit for all the holes in this build. Now we're going to be mounting the posts into the set. So what we're doing right here is we're going to be putting that screw in with the hex nut, and we're just going to hand tighten. Now keep in mind, these are aluminum, so we want to do it to a hand turn, and then we'll do that to the rest of them. Now, once all 4 of the posts are set, then we can put in the legs and put in the grate and show you the finished product. Now, once everything's been threaded on and the legs are on there, it's going to look something like this. And for all intents and purposes, your stove is complete and it'll be perfect to put a small pot on, do any boiling, any small cooking if you need it in an emergency. Now, if you want to see my complete kit and how I have mine rigged out, stay tuned. Now, when mine's not in use, it kind of looks something like this. Now, I typically put these big Ranger bands on it because if I have this in my pocket, it falls out of the pack, you know, anything like that. I don't want this content just dumping and falling out and I lose absolutely everything, because as you can see, I've got a lot of stuff in here. Now, we're going to start with this lid right here. As you can see right here, I have a Fresno lens that I got from WAZOO survival gear. So it allows me to start a solar fire if I absolutely need to. So if times get tough and my ferro rod, you know, whatever I'm using isn't working, I've got that set up. And then I got this little glow pad from Grim Survival. So if I need low light or I need to kind of see what I'm doing at night and I don't have a flashlight with me, I've got some pretty good glow that works for about 10 to 12 hours. Next up, the contents. I've got obviously the grate for cooking. I have a few sticks of fat wood in here so I could get some shaving, so I know if I have really bad tinder, I'm good to go there. Right here, I have this little bit of steel wool. So we all know that's a really good fire starter. Here, I also have this cool little ceramic knife from WAZOO Survival Gear. This thing's freaking awesome. This will allow me to strike sparks with a ferro rod, but also shave down some tinder if I've got nothing else with me. We have the 4 posts that go into the stove as such. But then we have a small little ferro rod that I got from WAZOO Survival Gear as well. I like getting their stuff because if you need stuff for like mini kits, micro kits, they work really, really well. They have really, really small stuff. And then right here I have this little tiny fire tin that is complete with their fat packs, and I have 15 fat packs rolled up in there, so I have plenty of tinder rigged out in my kit. And if you go to WAZOOsurvivalgear.com, you'll actually see they sell their fat packs in 5, 10, and 20 packs. So pretty much no matter how many you need, they can get you covered. But all in all, that just about does it for this DIY project, the how-to and the test footage that we did. Now, if you like the Altoids Tin fire stove and how we did this video for you, and you love our setup with our 20-piece fire starting kit to go along with our stove, definitely throw this video a big thumbs up and share this out with your friends and family and your social media networks so we can keep growing, thriving, and making awesome videos for you guys. But that just about does it for now. I hope you guys have an absolute wonderful day. I'm out.